This is taking forever. That's quite often the response we get from some buyers who submit an offer on a property. So the question is, how long can the seller take to respond to my offer? Well, quite often in this market here, if a buyer submits an offer on a property, given the fact that it's so hot out there, they don't want the seller to have too much time to be sitting on their offer, because that seller or the seller's realtor will obviously give everybody else an opportunity to come back to the table to let them know, hey, we have this offer here. If you're planning on submitting an offer, send it now, because I've got to work with this offer here. The buyer's agent, if they're diligent, they're going to try to minimize that window there. Now, you don't want to make it too short to the point where your offer expires. Like if you send your offer in at 3 o'clock and you tell the seller, I want a response by 4 o'clock, well, that's a little bit hasty. The seller could be at work, the agent could be tied up at appointments. A little bit too tight there. But if you send in an offer at 3 o'clock and say, hey, I want a response by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, which is common in today's market and probably in the buyer's best interest, not necessarily the seller, because it doesn't give the seller a whole lot of chance or opportunity to go back to everybody else. But it's a tight window for the buyer. That now puts the seller into a position where they have to respond by a certain time. We're seeing right now with multiple offers and holding offers on properties, there's no secret, all over the country, properties are going into bidding wars. So if, for example, the offers are being presented at 3 o'clock, you would expect by 5, 6 o'clock for the seller to have made a decision, because the seller has probably put that time into their calendar that they plan on reviewing offers with their agent at, say, 3 o'clock or 3:30. And then by 6 o'clock, they've already made a decision. But the big thing there was the seller was prepared for it. They're waiting at the table for the offers to come. In the instance that the seller is surprised to see your offer coming, like a bully offer / preemptive offer, then at that point you gotta be respectful of the time. Don't make it too short, because then your offer is going to expire and it becomes null and void. And obviously don't leave it open too long, because you don't want to give other people the opportunity to scoop in. So speak to your agent and see what the dynamics are and set up the right time for your offer to be presented. See you guys.